Peace, Queen. McCoy, peace. RBG Connect. Greetings, everyone. So, today I wanted to go live and talk about something that I experienced in 2015 and how I actually healed from it. If you're not aware, I have a course coming up, which is on womb yoga dance. It's a 4-week healing intensive for womb yoga dance. And I wanted to give you a little background as to what really inspired me to get into yoga. Because I tried yoga when I was much younger, when I was maybe around 19, something like that. And I hated it. I hated it when I tried it back then. I thought it was too slow for me. I thought it was boring. I needed something that was like, more aggressive, more high intensity. I couldn't get into it. And it wasn't until 2015, shortly after I came back from Morocco. I don't know if you all can see the pictures on my feed from Morocco, but it was about a month after I came back from that trip. I got into a car accident. And after the car accident, I thought I was fine when I left. And then a few days afterwards, I guess the after effects from that shock, I started to lose control over my arms, specifically like the right side of my body. And I started to have muscle spasms in my lower body, and I couldn't walk. And I ended up in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, doing tests and all kind of other things for about 3 days or so. And when I left the hospital, I left with a rollating walker. And I had very little control over my lower body. I could not walk. And I remember being home and recovering off of work, couldn't do anything, had this whole plan in my mind of how I was going to get my body right. Before the accident, I had my vision board, had my water on my vision board, my workouts, I had the body that I wanted, all of that. I had my new program that I bought, because I never really liked to go to the gym, so I would do home workouts. So I had this program called Daily Burn that I couldn't use. I couldn't even use it. I was just laying in bed thinking about, what am I going to do now? I'm 20-something years old. I don't want to walk outside like an old lady with a walker. I was thinking about, what she said? So Queen of Fours dance movements. Yes. I was thinking about my boyfriend at the time. I'm like, he's not gonna want me anymore. I just had all of these horrible thoughts in my head. But at the time, I was learning about the law of attraction, and I said, okay, you can either picture yourself going down this path of sickness, okay, taking these muscle relaxants, taking the pain medication, and not really getting better from the situation, or you can envision that life of wellness that you always wanted. And I refused. I absolutely refused to see myself as a sick person. And that was the key for me. That was the key, was to envision myself in wellness. So what I started doing was, even in bed, I would watch those videos, that program that I had bought that had all these different workout videos. So I would lay in bed and I would watch them and picture myself doing the movements. And then eventually I started looking, I'm like, okay, I can't do these high intensity workouts, I can't do push-ups, I can't do any of this stuff. What can I do? And I found a mobility program on that site. Now, mobility is just exercises that help you. It's exactly what it sounds like. It helps you to start moving the joints. So it would be like turning my wrists this way and the other way, moving my neck from one side to the other, moving my head up and down, moving my arms again, moving my feet, my legs, just these little poses, getting the body mobile. I was able to do these things in bed. Okay, so I see myself starting to go in the direction of wellness, right? Start moving in bed. Then eventually I saw the gentle yoga that they had, and I started doing the gentle yoga in bed. Meantime, I have my physical therapy appointments, which they really didn't do a whole lot. It was some massage and things like that, which was helpful. It was good, but I saw the most improvement in what I was doing for myself. And after a few weeks, I was getting on the floor to do the yoga, and it was extremely I wouldn't even say it was difficult. It was really a time of healing for me, because I couldn't work. I didn't really have the money to go out anymore like I did before, because I wasn't working. I didn't have any income at the time. So it was just a time of seclusion for me, and I focused solely on my healing. So I started doing the yoga, and after a few weeks, I was walking again. After a few weeks. It was literally maybe 3 or 4 months after I had the accident that I was up and walking again. Not to my full capacity. I don't think I got to my full capacity until maybe a year or so after the accident. But I recovered really, really quickly. And for me, it was the time that I had to really still my mind. I'm the type of person that I'm always going. I'm always working. I'm a typical Virgo. Always working. And I had no choice but to stop and really slow my mind down. The thing about yoga was that it connected the breath to the movements. So every time I did a movement, I had to inhale and focus on what my body was doing. I had to focus on where the tension was in the body. And every time I exhaled, I focused on releasing that tension, stretching the muscles a little bit more. That focused intention not only helped me to calm my mind down and get rid of anxiety that I had. I had a lot of issues with anxiety before that accident. So it taught me how the breath really helps with that. And it elongated my muscles. My body was looking like a dancer's body. Hold on. Poor connection. Okay, I'm still here. My body started to look a lot leaner and longer. And I remember my boyfriend at the time saying, he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, your arms are starting to look cut up, you looking lean and slim. What are you doing? And I thought he was trying to gas me, He's like, "No, I'm not gassing you. You look good." So I started to realize how it was actually changing my physical body. And I wanted to share this story with you because a lot of us are really not aware of how powerful our minds are and how you can literally will yourself into wellness. You can literally make a decision that I'm well or I'm going to be well and not even consider the thought of being ill. I had to refuse the thought of being ill in order to get to that point. I can only imagine where I would be if I had sat in the results of that accident versus where I am now. And I'm more mobile than I was at that time. I'm 100% healthier than I was at that time. I don't take medicine for anything. Okay? So I wanted to share. Hold on, my throat is dry. I wanted to share with you how important the yoga was in my healing. And so in a week or two, I have a yoga course that's coming up. It's the womb yoga dance course that teaches the Kemetic womb yoga system that Queen Afua created. And it has the ancient Kemetic sacred movements. It's also breath work, also meditation, prayers, affirmations from an African-centered perspective. See, that was the only thing that was missing for me when I started my journey with yoga, was being able to see myself in my culture. The yoga form that I practiced then was vinyasa, which was great. It was excellent. But there's something different about seeing yourself, seeing your culture in your own healing. And so I really wanted to be able to introduce that to the ladies who want to see an African form of yoga, African spirituality infused into their yoga practice. Yeah, you said you need that. I need that too. A lot of us need that. And I keep getting the message about this void. I've had a lot of clients come to me and telling me that whether it's in their yoga form or in their churches, they're like, something is missing. They keep telling me something is missing, and they're not really aware that what is missing is that connection to self and that connection to culture. So that's the mission of Kemetic Wellness Sacred Healing Center, is your culture. Your healing is in your culture. So I invite all of you to join the course. If you have any questions about it, definitely send me a message. You can DM me or you can email me, kemeticwellness@gmail.com. And I will see you in the next video.